Women Talk viewers. So Mitsubishi's tagline is drive your ambition. And I, for one, absolutely agree with this. Today we are chatting to Nick Campbell, General Manager of Mitsubishi SA. Welcome, Nick.
Hi, thank you very much. Thanks for the invite. Great to be talking to you.
You're welcome, Nick. It's an honor to be speaking to you. I know you're very passionate about the brand. You've been with Mitsubishi for a long time. I know 3 years ago in 2017, if I recall correctly, you celebrated 100 years in South Africa. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. Mitsubishi's been in South Africa for a long, long time, been through all the difficult times, the ups and downs, and it's one of the brands that remains to be here, which is great.
That's amazing. So, Nick, would you recommend the Mitsubishi brand for our ladies? And which of the models do you think they will most be comfortable in?
Absolutely. So all of our models are designed for comfort and safety, particularly for the SA market. We believe we know what the SA market is looking. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint one of my models because I think all of my models are suited to ladies and suited to South Africans at large. If you're looking for a small or a large SUV, you know, we've got the ASX, which is for your city slicker. We've got an Eclipse Cross for your non-conventional, career-orientated, go-getter, type of person. We've got an Outlander for our soccer moms. We've got Pajero Sport for the soccer mom that's also the coach that needs a lot of space and a bigger car. And then, you know, for our 4x4 enthusiasts, we've got the legendary Pajero. So in terms of our SUV range, we've got a car that suits everybody's needs. And then, of course, if you're looking for a bakkie, we've got one of the best bakkies in South Africa. We know that it's a highly competitive market, but look, the Triton is right up there.
Okay. Well, I took the Pajero for a long haul last year sometime. It was actually to Durban, and I absolutely loved the space and the ride comfort. It was really, really a pleasurable ride, I must say. So, Nick, the new bolder Mitsubishi Triton is engineered beyond tough. I especially like the spacious cabin, the bold new design, and actually the Triton is one of my favorites in the segment. What do you like most about it?
Oh, that's great to hear. Look, I love everything about it. So I was fortunate enough to join Mitsubishi when we launched the Triton, the new shape Triton, a couple of years back. And so I've been involved with spec performance. I think it hits the nail on the head on both of those. Yes. You know, once you're driving that car, you actually don't feel like you're in a bakkie. You feel like you're in a large SUV. You know, you've got all the luxuries on the inside, but when you need the practicality on the back, you've also got that large load bin. So, look, for me, the Triton bakkie has everything you're looking for in a work partner and in a leisure partner.
No, absolutely. I must say that it's one of the bakkies that I advise my ladies to buy, especially when they're running these small businesses and the beauticians that do mobile businesses. So I really do recommend that, because even if you're petite and the smaller woman, everything is so conveniently placed and positioned in the cabin, or in the driver's seat, should I say, in the cockpit. So I absolutely really love the Triton. Anyone that knows me knows that. So can I ask you, in terms of Mitsubishi and the brand itself, what makes it so, or what makes it unique in South Africa?
So when people hear Mitsubishi, automatically it's synonymous with the word niche, and a niche brand and a niche market. And it's not your conventional. South African people are very brand loyal.
Yeah.
The big names, there's a reason the big name brands do the numbers that they do and have their legendary heritage within South Africa. Mitsubishi, we're starting to move out of that niche market, I think, now, and becoming a lot more mainstream. With the vehicles that we're putting out, particularly our small and medium-sized SUV range. South African people are mad about SUVs and crossovers, and so we've had to adapt our product range and our product lineup to suit those needs. So
Yes.
we are slowly starting to move out of that niche more into mainstream and the main markets, the big markets within the motor industry.
Yes, and how is Mitsubishi, on another topic now, but how is Mitsubishi adapting to our new norm regarding the COVID restrictions and purchasing vehicles in South Africa? Are you maybe in touch with your dealerships or, the groups? What's happening with your dealerships? How many do you have, may I ask?
So we have 41 selling dealerships across the
Okay.
country and 51 servicing dealers. So we've got a couple of dealers that service only, but we are spread right throughout South Africa and, in terms of the locations. What are we doing for our customers at the moment? I think number one priority is COVID-19 safety and awareness, and making sure that we've covered all of those bases. I mean, the guidelines are very, very strict, and we are adhering to that throughout all of our dealerships. Secondly, I think we have to be cognizant of the fact that the South African consumer's pockets has been hit by this pandemic. Cash flow, not only in business, is a big problem, but in terms of consumer spending and what the consumer has. So we've gone and had a look at our campaigns, and we've put together two different campaigns at the moment. One is zero deposit for customers, and a second campaign with a lower monthly installment, and a small deposit. But I think the biggest thing that we're trying to do now is to understand our customers are all different. There's not one size fits all. We have to listen to our customers. We have to understand their financial situation, understand what it is they're looking for in a car, put them in the best car that we have for them, but at the right finance options. So our finance and insurance managers are going to be busy taking the time and caring for the customers to make sure at this stage that we have the best finance options for them.
That's pretty reassuring, and undoubtedly so. It's going to take some time for us to recover from this. So it's really, really reassuring to know that our OEMs and our manufacturers, and that you're coming to the party and you're assisting us in in navigating through this difficult period. So Nick, Women Talk has reached hundreds of thousands of women and men, might I add, especially after our new launch and during the lockdown period. What would you like to share with our readers and followers about your brand?
So again, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's really great to be able to talk to you and to your customers. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for the customers at the moment to become aware of our brand and of our cars. So we've just put together a whole host of our product videos, which we can send to customers so they can actually see the features, advantages, and benefits of our cars without coming to the dealership first up. Second of all, like I've mentioned, we've got our finance deals in place. And what we're asking customers to do at this time with these decisions, make sure you're aware of all the products that are out there. We know South Africans are brand loyal, and that's great. Our Mitsubishi customers are even more brand loyal. We have a 92% return rate of customers coming to repurchase Mitsubishis. The problem is they don't want to trade their Mitsubishis in because they love them too much and send them down the line, in family and friends. But please, to the public out there, it's a really big decision. Make sure you've checked all your options, and please put us on the shopping list and come and have a look at our cars. If anything, we'll make you a nice cup of coffee and you can test drive some of our great cars. And you can then say, look, I've test driven it, and now you can make a sound decision.
Yes, no, absolutely. Nick, thank you so much for bringing this little interview, or this information through to our viewers and our followers. I think a lot of people need that reassurance and that little push to say, listen, we're safe and we're here to provide your product. A lot of women are saying to us now they're ready for their upgrades and they need to, they need to change their cars, but they're afraid. They're afraid to enter the dealership space. But I must say, throughout, everybody, in terms of the OEMs and the dealerships, are trying their utmost best to get their their place of work ready for their customers. So thank you so much for coming on board and reassuring our clients.
No, it's only a pleasure. Look, customers the most important thing in our business. Without customers, we wouldn't have a business. So we will definitely look after them. And at this stage, we're 90% of the way there to avoid customers having to come into a dealership. We can deliver your new car to your house and do everything online and via email and on the phone. So give us a chance, give us a call. We'll bring the demos out to you. We'll do your trade-in evaluations for you at your work or at your house, and we can put you in your new car absolutely safely and no problem.
There you have it, Women Talk followers, fans, and viewers. We have brought Nick Campbell straight from, I'm not going to say the horse's mouth, even though they have lots of horsepower within their brand, but straight from Nick Campbell, General Manager of Mitsubishi Motors South Africa, straight to you. And yes, continue to support them. And the fans out there, of the Mitsubishi fans out there, your product is waiting for you to purchase. Thank you very much for joining us.